The dawn of a new age is assembling in Avengers: Age of Ultron. Hi everyone, I'm Ben Almaden and welcome to Entertainment Zone. I'm here today for my review of Avengers: Age of Ultron. It's the Avengers sequel that we've been waiting for 3 years now, and today the movie was finally released here in the UK, and I'm here to share my thoughts with you guys. So Joss Whedon returns as writer and director of the Avengers. And this time it seems like he's trying to up the ante even more than the previous film. The film sees the Avengers now working globally as a team, but their happiness is short-lived after an AI created by Tony Stark and Bruce Banner called Ultron comes to life and wreaks havoc across the globe. The action picks up from here and sees the Avengers fighting all across the world in different countries, taking on Ultron and trying to stop him achieving his goal of the total destruction of the human race. The cast are as great as ever, and something that I did like about Age of Ultron is that every character does near enough get their moment, with the exception of maybe one, which I'll get to shortly. There's a lot of character moments. The film is action heavy. Sometimes I feel it's a little too action heavy. Some of the action scenes are really great, and personally there were other action scenes where I kind of felt that the film was almost bordering on Man of Steel level destruction in the fight scenes. So yeah, the film has a balance of action scenes and excellent character moments. No one really feels left behind. Certainly in Avengers, Hawkeye was very severely underused. That's made up for here. Jeremy Renner is fantastic as Hawkeye. I can't sing his praises enough. Joss made sure we got a lot of Hawkeye this time round, and my God, did Jeremy deliver. There's also a kind of romantic subplot there between Black Widow and Bruce Banner. Now, I'd heard about this prior to the film, and I was kind of like, okay, so she flirted with Hawkeye in Avengers, kind of flirted with Captain America in The Winter Soldier, now she's going with Bruce Banner. But I'll tell you something, the relationship between these two individuals works so well, and I won't go into why, but stuff comes about these characters, and you can understand kind of why they find themselves being drawn towards each other. I've got to say, Mark Ruffalo and Scarlett Johansson again, they kind of upped their game in this film, and especially Scarlett Johansson. I was blown away by her in The Winter Soldier. I was like, wow, I'm finally getting the Black Widow appreciation, and now in this movie that's continuing. So then we've got the big guns, Tony Stark, Iron Man, and of course Captain America and Thor. Thor provides many of the film's comic relief moments. There's a really cool scene involving Thor's hammer and the group when they're hanging out. That's pretty funny. Thor, he's ace in the action scenes, and he provides a lot of the comedy, as I said. This film, however, very much is planting the seeds towards Marvel's upcoming Captain America Civil War, because there is a lot of tension between Iron Man and Captain America. More so than ever before. We see them working together. They do, try and put their differences aside, but there are clearly things they disagree on. Their alliance is becoming a little more uneasy. And I've just got to sing the praises of Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. Both of them are fantastic. There's, no need to really say that, it's expected. They both own their characters brilliantly, but it very much felt like it was setting things up more for these two, and I think we'll see the payoff of that in Civil War. I think it should be pretty good. Now, the film also introduces us to two new characters, Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch, who, as we know, are also from the X-Men universe and are mutants, but of course they can't be referred to as this because of, you know, the rights and everything. But they're superpowered beings who have been caught up with the wrong crowd and continue to do so in the film. And they also very much have their own strong opinions about Tony Stark in particular. And they both go on an emotional journey throughout the film. Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen, best addition to the Avengers. Honestly, she is great. Brilliant depiction of the character. I'm a big fan of the character in the comic books. Olsen did it great. Aaron Taylor-Johnson was good as Quicksilver. As good as Evan Peters' version? No. One thing I will say is, I mentioned earlier that there was one character who felt kind of underused and not having enough character development, and for me that was Quicksilver. Sometimes I felt he did play kind of second fiddle to the Scarlet Witch, but I guess that's kind of going to happen when you've got an ensemble cast this big. Another new addition to the film is Paul Bettany. Well, I say new addition, we already know him as Jarvis, but he plays another new character in this film. His character's called The Vision. I won't go into too much details on The Vision, because for those of you who don't know The Vision from the comic books, I want to leave this as a surprise for you. But I think you'll be impressed with The Vision. He was very grounded in his performance, and he delivers an emotional impact, and he's going to be a very exciting new addition to the team. James Spader provides the voice and I believe mocap of Ultron. Ultron provides a very big threat to the group, but to me, he doesn't have the same screen presence as Loki. There are sometimes moments in the film where I'd even go as far as saying that Ultron becomes almost borderline cartoonish, campy supervillain, you know. But he's full of snide remarks and warped idealism, and he does pose a major threat. All in all, I feel like Joss making this film was, again, trying to up the ante, expand the universe in terms of everything taking place across the globe, develop character backstories further and alliances changing. But at the same time, there's a part of me that feels like if you swapped Ultron for Loki and Ultron's robots for the Chitauri, I could kind of see how some people might feel it's a bit of a rehash of the first Avengers movie, but on a more grander scale. That's not to say I didn't enjoy it. There's also a lot of familiar faces showing up from past Marvel movies. There's one post-credit scene which is in the middle of the credits. That was neat, but nothing overly surprising or oh my god, you know, certainly not as oh my god as like, I don't know, Howard the Duck, or or Iron Man turning up in Incredible Hulk. It wasn't that kind of oh my god. I did enjoy the film, but I didn't enjoy it as much as the first Avengers, as much as The Winter Soldier, or as much as Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought the characters were developed great, and we learn a lot of secrets about them, especially Hawkeye has a huge secret. I think it was a very ambitious movie. It was a good movie, but as I say, not as great as those three films I listed. I'd definitely say it was worth watching. I'd give it 4 out of 5. Maybe it could have been just a little bit longer, 2.5, or maybe even 3 hours. But it's a testament to Joss Whedon still, and it is a great film. The only thing I will say as well is there's some shocking moments, but there wasn't many twists or surprises as we've come to expect from Marvel. So that kind of disappointed me in a way. But on the whole, it was a strong outing. I'm looking forward to Ant-Man, and I'm certainly looking forward to Captain America: Civil War when that lands. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post a separate video regarding spoiler discussions for Age of Ultron, because this review is getting pretty long already. So if you've seen the film, head over to that video and join in the spoiler discussion, and also let me know here, comment on this video, if you agree with me, share your thoughts on the film, and don't forget you can find me on Twitter at blmaiden using the hashtag entertainmentzone. We're also on Tumblr, entertainmentzone.tumblr.com, and we also have the Entertainment Zone podcast available on iTunes. Be sure to check that out. Okay guys, so until next time, take care.